Go. Hey, it's really playing game Starfinder against the Aeon throne. My name is Cram, and I'm playing Murphy, the Patra operative. Pew! Lightning just had light as soon as I shot the pistol. Lightning coursed across the sky. I am God. I am Thor, God of Thunder. Come at me, Disney. Sorry, Brian. Go ahead. Oh, shit. God, why does this keep happening? God damn it. Hang on. Fuck. Shutting us down. Okay, go for it.
I'm Brian, and I'm playing Shardik, the Technomancer Uplifted Bear.
I am Garrett. I am playing Zyson, the Kasatha Solarian.
I am Ross. I'm playing Yulia, the Vlaka Witch Warper.
I'm also Ross. I'm playing Ozzy, the Isoki mechanic.
I'm Patrick. I play all of the aliens.
Woo.
Last time, you set out from Medellin's Landing, the planet of Nakondis, on your way to find, hopefully, your friend Sedona, who has been locked away or taken away by the Aslanti, and according to your information, imprisoned in the prison moon of Gulta. Now, you have a flight plan that you were able to follow, so you made it to this Aslanti star system without any problems. You met a friendly trader who gave you a little bit of a hint that, hey, there's something weird going on with your engines. Actually, all Pact World engines, they're kind of a giveaway if you know what you're looking for. And she told you that she had a friend in a nearby space station whose name is Talmrin, Talmrin. And you should go talk to her to see if she could fix or alter your ship's engines. She gave you the opportunity to buy some things, and I think a couple of you took advantage of that. Does anybody want to talk about what they bought?
I bought that thing, the one thing.
The mnemonic editor. What
That's
kinds
right.
of memories did you change with the mnemonic editor?
Didn't take advantage of a lot. Mostly just took a different level 1 feat. I took instead of mobility, which I have used once, I instead took toughness, which would probably help me a lot, seeing as how many times I have been downed.
Buff Captain.
I also bought a mnemonic editor, and I did a little bit more with it, but still not a complete overall. I took both of my feats, and I exchanged them for long arm proficiency and versatile specialization, so I can use assault rifles and things now.
All right.
And I also changed my mechanic trick that I got at level 2, because I realized that there's not really a whole lot of reason for 2 of us to put so much focus on computers. So instead, I changed my trick to overcharge. So if people use powered weapons, then I can overcharge the battery to make the shot deal more damage at the cost of more ammo.
Cool.
A classic choice. Very good.
Nice.
How much ammo uses?
3 times as much as usual.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's not like the entire clip like some of the things do.
That's true. If I did it to Bobbert, it would be, but because his is really hungry.
And Murphy saved all of his credits because he's hoping to buy some better guns at the station.
All right. Yeah, so I kind of hemmed and hawed last time. If you asked her, I'll just retcon a little bit. She says there are guns on the station, but they can be a little difficult to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm. I think we kind of got the gist of that last time, that they're not the most obvious. But Murphy's willing to do some back alley deals.
The Aslanti are not like you might be able to get guns. They're not going to be Aslanti because they are very protective of their military technology.
Speaking of which, well, never mind. I used to have a pacification rifle, but I don't any longer. I think I threw it to distract some hobcars.
Well, the Imperial pacification rifle is basically just a bolt-action rifle. It's not going to be worth. Even if you were selling it to somebody who had in Aslanti technology, that wouldn't be worth particularly much. If you had a more advanced weapon, like Sharu's assault rifle, you might be able to get a pretty good deal on that, because there are a lot of people who would love to buy Aslanti technology. So,
Cool.
you begin to make your way toward the space station. And it looks like it's going to take you a couple of hours from here. And you make it about an hour and a half away. You can see the station, and a ship appears in front of you. Now I'm using the token for the Barazad. This is not the Barazad, obviously. You can make a computer's check if you would like to scan it, however.
Got a ship incoming. Bearman? Bear on the scanner.
He's in the bathroom. I'll investigate.
God damn it, Shardik! What am I telling you about taking your shits in the middle of space flight? We got a ship out here!
We're really far from the woods.
A 23 is good. So you scan the approaching ship, and it is apparently not an Aslanti ship. is the first thing you notice, and then the second thing you notice is that it is arming weapons
Whoop.
coming toward you.
What? So we just know that it's not an Aslanti ship?
It is not broadcasting an Aslanti code. Like, your ship sends the handshake like it did with the patrol ship, and receives no response. Instead, they seem to be powering their weapons.
Maybe
so
they
we're going to some starship combat here.
Oh,
We're
shit.
definitely being attacked.
feel like this is a terrible misunderstanding.
We're being attacked.
I want to know more about this ship and why it's firing at us. Maybe they're space pirates.
Oh, those damn space pirates. First Samus, now us.
Yeah, there's Ridley.
Yeah, that's Ridley. It's just Ridley on there. Straight up
Just a
Ridley.
dragon.
We just lifted Ridley and put him in
Space dragon.
Starfinder. I had those. Alright. Then we're getting into some combat.
One day we'll be
Space combat.
faster at this space combat thing, but that's not today.
Charging my laser.
I hope, Captain, you're more inspiring than that.
All right. So first up is the engineering phase.
I am oh gosh, it's get into possession, and I'm gonna divert power to engines. If I can find my engineering, there we go.
Right. 16, I think, is a success. I'm trying to find my.
It's 10 plus
10 plus,
1.5
okay.
times Starship.
Which would
we're
be
at tier
13. Yes, that would be
15?
DC 14.
Cool. So for the piloting phase, our ship gets +2 speed for this turn.
All right. That's not what I want. Starship rolls. Okay. I'm going to make mine. And do. Okay. Did that roll publicly?
It did.
Did.
Oops. Well, I failed, obviously.
Didn't do so hot, huh?
All right. So engineering is just captain can go anytime. Engineering is the engine, and that's it, right? Helm phase is the is when the science officer goes, right?
Yes.
So
Helm.
let's see.
What's the range on our scanners?
They are definitely within range.
Yeah,
You're in.
medium
You're
range.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
You're
scan them
in.
now, or should I wait till? I guess I'll scan them now.
Yeah, can I? So the better we do, the more information we know, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna aid the scanning. And by aid, I mean diplomacy.
Are you gonna yell at me, or are you gonna?
No, diplomacy. You.
Nice. I feel the almost side.
We need to find
Very
out who
good.
they are and what we're dealing with. Bam.
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 I got 26 plus whatever the diplomacy, my inspirational captain got me.
So that gets you. So it's 5 plus 1.5. No, 5 plus 1.5 the tier. So 8, and you beat it by 20. Okay. So you get Living crew complement is 6, I believe.
Oh, I have to
had
do a
every-
DC check using the same skill. Cool.
No, you can do
Oh,
either.
no, I can do diplomacy.
That's
okay.
an option. I had everything open and then my computer started.
That's right.
It's very rude.
How rude.
So living crew complement is 6. And ship classification, it's a light freighter. Size is small. Maneuverability is good, which means it turns 1. You get the AC is 15 TL. Sorry, AC is 16. TL is 15. It has 40 out of 40 hull points. Shield points are 40 total, 10 in each quadrant, and core PCU value is 120. And then you get, let's see, so you get 3 weapons. Yeah, so roll me a d4.
It has more than 3 weapons.
It does. It has 4 weapons. Okay, so you do not get the last weapon. So its 2 forward weapons are a light particle cannon and a light plasma torpedo launcher. And on the port side, it has a coil gun.
So I guess we want to. Well, we know it has another gun, I guess. At
I mean,
least.
it's probably on the starboard side. I would try to
Yeah.
get behind it if we can,
That's true.
or
you
or
can't
definitely
stop.
not get in front of it because I don't want to get hit by those
Yeah.
those things.
So there you go, Graham.
Captain. Permission to switch to gunner.
Who's gonna fly the plane?
My thought is if I switch to gunnery and take the minor glide action, both Zyson and I can fire weapons since we have more weapons now.
Oh.
The
But
glide- what
but
is the
before
glide
I
action?
slide my chair over to the other gunnery mount, I look to Captain for confirmation.
What is the glide action?
It lets us move at half speed. I think that would probably be modified by the engineer's boost action, but that's up to interpretation.
And I think without a pilot, you're going to automatically lose a piloting check.
Yeah,
in terms
you
of
treat your initiative as 0, basically. So they will go first, but then we will get 2 shots. What's the call, Captain?
No, stay in the seat. Stay as the pilot.
Murphy just kind of grits in, aye, aye, and goes for his piloting.
We
20.
need you as the pilot. Somebody else can.
Alrighty, let's see what this baby can do. Pull it into full throttle.
Okay, I got a 15 and you got a 20, so I go first.
Yeah.
I think, what am I going to do here?
Brian, what is your piloting?
My piloting,
Mm-hmm.
8.
Is that what you can use instead of your base attack for shooting guns? Or
Yep.
No,
It's your- you
it's
can-
your ranks in piloting.
It's your ranks in piloting
Oh, okay.
or your base attack bonus,
Oh,
My base attack bonus
whichever's
is
higher, but
3,
that's your choice.
and my other thing is less than 3.
okay. And Graham, how many ranks do you have in piloting?
All.
Probably 3.
4.
Yeah. No, not. I cheated in level ranks, yeah.
Wait, are we level 4?
Level 3.
So I'm going to do a
okay, yes, we're level 3.
flyby.
Okay.
And I succeed. Yeah, that's definitely going to succeed. So it's 12.
Yeah, speed 12. Fuck.
Yep.
You roll fast.
Damn.
Can it end in the
I
same
can't
square?
actually go past you.
Ah.
So I can't do a flyby. In that case, or can't. I think I will just... I'm just gonna evade, and I'll roll that again. And that is a, let's see, plus 1.5. Your CR is DC 14. Okay, that's a success. I rolled a 14. So I'm gonna move. Yeah.
Hello.
Actually, no. If you're going second, I'm gonna move like there and evade.
Okay. Shit. Wait, we have... No, that won't work. Wait, we got a +2 to our speed from the engineer boost?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I think this will work then. Yeah. I'm gonna do a flyby.
All right.
So here's
Roll your check.
my piloting. 21.
That's a success.
So
This is not like a tier 8 ship
1,
or anything.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the 8, we will fire.
Doing some
Okay.
dog fighting.
So that means that you can fire one of your weapons from any quadrant at any of my quadrants, which we will do in the gunnery phase.
So we don't do it now? Okay.
During the following gunnery phase. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all of the shooting happens like before before we actually roll it.
So I mean,
It's not
really
strictly-
all this stuff is simultaneous, sort of, right?
kind of, yeah.
It's just in phases.
Because
forward.
like if you blow me up, I still get to shoot my weapon
Yeah.
at the end of the round. Okay, I am going to... Uh-oh, my connection to the server has been interrupted.
I got the same thing.
Let's see
Yep,
what
same
happens
here.
if I attempt to roll a captain diplomacy check. Well, it's still working.
Did you roll on the GM layer because we didn't see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I switched it to... Okay,
It just
so
may
that's-
not save information for a bit, but it still may let you do things.
Yeah, usually when this happens to me, you'll see like all the rolls just show up at once.
Okay. They don't shoot you.
They don't.
Ha!
Huh.
What kind of pirates are they?
All
They
right.
appear to not have weapons at their app.
Just ice and take them out.
Okay, are we launching the nukes or are we going for something else?
Launch the nukes.
This
The
dude is
nuke?
Wow,
like that.
Captain-
You can produce a nuclear weapon in like 10 minutes, so there's really no downside. It's clearly the space
Captain, you
future.
want to nuke them?
Mission.
Don't
It's like the
know.
double key method, right? You gotta turn the keys. Captain's gotta turn her key, I gotta turn my key.
Yeah.
They definitely wanted to shoot us, though, right?
I mean, their weapons are charged.
With charging their lasers.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Sure, nuke them.
It doesn't really matter.
We're out in the wild black yonder.
Did that go through? Do you guys see that?
Nope.
No.
Oh. Maybe my interrupted connection is a problem. I can screenshot it for you if you'd like.
What is it?
Yeah, just tell me what it is.
We'll believe you.
Attack 20, damage 43.
20 hits. And you, I wondered if this would
damage.
happen. So you shoot your nuke, and it doesn't destroy the ship. It is not enough to destroy the ship because it has 40 hull points and 10 shields.
Oh.
Which
Wow.
arc are you hitting?
Yeah, that was forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically
So
the
that is going to
forward flyby.
be 4 critical threshold to roll me 4d100 just to see how fucked up this ship is. with one nuke.
That's the thing. When the nuke works, it works. When you hit with it, it does the thing it's advertised to do.
The first one is 74.
Okay.
The second one is 28.
Okay.
Engine sensors. Third one.
Next one is 96.
Power core.
Ooh, power core.
And the last one is 4.
Life support.
So you managed to get an even spread there.
Yeah.
Everything but weapons is glitching.
Nice hits, Eisen.
Much like
Which is,
roll 20.
which is like a
roll
minus
20.
2
You
to
thought you needed to give me
basically
help
everything
down in the
except for-
gunnery.
for weapons.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to do. So it was 48 damage. You said.
53.
43.
Okay.
So they have 7 hull points left. Alright. Pretty good.
Engineering phase.
Well, you see, I was trying to refresh to make roll 20 work, and it just made things worse. So
Oh, no.
That's always a mistake.
I wonder if they're doing maintenance or something.
Or they're experiencing storms.
So yeah, I guess I'll divert power to weapons.
Apparently, there are 2 real-time sync shards that are down.
Hmm.
30. So go ahead and roll, or you can manually roll.
Yeah, I got a 30.
That's going to succeed at anything you have access to.
Yep.
Okay, I think I am going to patch. Fail to patch. I think DC is. I don't know. Actually, it's only 10. It's only a DC 11, so actually that's a success. Yeah, that's actually a success. So they're gonna patch the. Let's call it the power core. Okay. Helm.
I'm going to. Is there a way I can like? I'm gonna try to hail them on the comms
Okay.
thing.
Are you going to intimidate, or are you going to attempt to attempt diplomacy?
Can I intimidate them into standing down or something, or is that not possible? Do I just attempt and then have
So
them do the
yeah, I
taunts?
mean, if you want to use your action to like basically be like, we nuked you, stop it.
Stand
You can
down.
certainly do that.
Demoralize.
Yeah.
We have 4 more nukes.
I mean, so you can choose whether you want to take the demoralize action or whether you want to do a like, hey, stop it, or we'll nuke you again.
Yeah, she's gonna attempt to try to get them to stand down. So she's gonna try to open up the comms, and she's gonna say, "Stand down. We have more where that came from. If you engage in any more aggressive actions, we will blow you to pieces."
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Captain.
All right. Roll an intimidate
21.
check. 21 intimidate. Okay. Helm phase.
Alright. Guess my piloting to see where we're at. Ooh, 17. Not great.
I
Shard-
have a 25.
So we gotta go first, huh?
Go for it.
Charlotte can probably jump on a gun.
Okay. Do you want me to?
You don't have anything else to do, right?
I can scan them again, or I can. I can. Can I overbalance the shields? Like depending on what way they're facing.
I mean, your shields are at full power.
Right. Could I like take the 20 off the aft, for example, put it all on forward so it's got 40 up front?
No, you can
Okay.
do like I think you can do one, but there's a maximum
What?
amount that you can have in any given shield.
Okay.
There we
In
go.
that case, I'm gonna swing over to gunnery.
Okay, I'll kick over the bottles to let you. Not,
There's like bottles in the bottom of the
down here.
gunnery nest. Oh, so sorry. Oh, all those
everything
balls
is in
came
a
through.
perfect organized order down here.
So, Graham, you are first.
Car's usually not this dirty. It's just.
Murphy is going to say, "Hang on to your butts," and like do a crazy stunt that flips the whole ship around. And some of the bottles probably go flying. I'm gonna do a flip and burn.
Ooh.
Yep. So
Sound like a
piloting.
U-turn in Star Fox.
Yep. Does 19 do it?
15 plus 15, 18. DC's 19.
Oh, oh, oh. Cool.
Because you round down, DC's
Flip
19.
and burn 15 and half time. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Good thing. Just barely made it. So I'm going to go half our speed of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then flip it around. Okay. What are they going to do?
I am going to. This description doesn't make any sense.
Do something crazy.
What? Okay, I need the actual description of this because this summary does not make any sense to me. Because I think I want to. Oh no, I can't. You have to have 6 ranks to do full power. So I think. Spoiler alert: they're running away. There's no point to flying. I mean, evading. Turn in place, barrel roll, back off. I think, yeah, I'm gonna evade and succeed with like a 27. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Woo!
The ship seems to be fleeing. In the gunnery phase, you can still shoot them. I don't know how fast your nukes are, or
12 a turn.
Yeah,
Or-
12.
Or that's how
Wow.
fast the torpedo is.
and do you have a forward weapon that is long range?
Is the torpedo? Yeah, the light and torpedo is long.
range.
Yeah. That's speed 12, but if they keep moving their full speed,
It's not gonna catch them.
I'm gonna catch
Well, that ensures that they have to keep moving their full speed.
them. Just fire a couple, just to be
Oh.
sure.
Do we
Well,
really
if you,
have to
if
blow
you
them
have
up?
something, if you have a medium ranged weapon, you just take a
Oh,
-2 penalty.
no, we just
Do
have.
we really have to blow them up? They never actually fired on us, and we never really identified them.
Y'all taking the shot.
I mean,
It is up to Zyson
Do you
and
not think
Shardik. What would they like to do?
well, I'm talking to the captain. Do you not think we've intimidated them off, Captain?
Are they heading in a specific direction?
They are heading actually from the direction you came.
They're heading. They're heading to.
Toward the station or away from the station?
No. They are going the way you came. So you are still facing toward the station.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. You are both facing away from the station.
Okay, so the station's
And they're
down
going farther away from the
Station's to
station.
the east.
that way. Okay.
Yep.
Taught them a lesson. They come back, we'll fuck them up again.
That's
I
true.
got-
I think we let him go for now. Whether that's a mistake later, I guess we'll figure out.
Well, they weren't Aslanti as far as we could tell, so they're probably not going to go warn a bigger force, probably.
Take them a while
Okay.
to repair all that damage.
So Shardik and Zyson, you are not shooting a gun.
Unless Captain orders.
I don't think I could fire on a retreating enemy.
Shardik.
Honorable.
I won't fire if the captain won't tell me to.
Loyal crew.
So then we will end Starship combat. You see the ship just continues to go. I mean, you really fucked this thing up. The outside of it is entirely blackened. There's sparks coming out of anywhere that sparks could come out of. Their shields are practically non-existent. But it is still flying. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue on to the station?
No, I think we're right as rain.
Yeah.
Just whoop, turn the ship back around and
Yeah.
make on our merry way.
Very good.
I'm still debating whether that was a bad idea letting him go or not.
Well, maybe they'll be future friends.
We'll find out.
You were able to take some scans of the ship that you may be able to, if you would like to, you could take some time to look more closely at the scans to see what you might be able to figure out about them.
What kind of checks would those be?
Those would be computer checks.
One of y'all want to take a look at these documents on our way in?
I will look at the documents.
The
Captain.
It's
scans.
not documents, it's just you're looking more
Files.
closely at your scans that you did in the middle of combat. Okay, with that, you will get essentially the rest of the information about the ship, and I will just give you the information of the ship, or at least its build, its loadout. The thing is, so it is pretty clearly some kind of a smuggler ship. It has guns, it has more guns, it has some shields, crew quarters, a smuggler's compartment that you're able to notice, and then what's listed here as passenger seating, you notice actually has bars, and the straps do not look to be entirely, shall we say, voluntary. It's not, it's not nice little seating. It's like a bench.
So, I see. That's probably pretty much what I thought. Some kind of piratey smuggler thing.
What? They might be slavers or bounty hunters. That's why they have the prison.
Yeah.
Maybe we spared some innocent people by not blowing them up.
Maybe we blew up some innocent people by nuking the ship that they were captured on.
Only medium radiation. That nuke shouldn't have killed anyone.
Yeah, there is the
Yeah.
radiation.
Only cancer.
They,
Only
they,
little
will,
cancer.
they will definitely have to make fort saves to see if they get radiation sickness.
Well, that's
they just have
treatable. There's
right
modern
away.
science.
Yeah.
Miracle science.
Space science.
Space chemotherapy.
That's right.
So you continue your flight toward Outpost Zed, and it takes you only about another half hour. Your estimates were about right. You fly in, and oh, you know what? There is a picture of this. Give me just a minute. I don't think I uploaded it where you could see it, but I'd love to be able to give it to you if I have it in my images. If not, I can just hold up the book and see if that works. No. Because I realized this afternoon that the back of the book has an exterior picture.
Hmm.
No. That's, oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, no, I totally did. Okay. 1 second, I will upload an art for you.
Yay, an art.
Okay. It is uploading. There you go. This is what it looks like.
Woo!
That is Outpost Zed. So it is this big. It's like a spike almost with arms around it. You are not the only ship in orbit. There are a couple of other ships as you fly up that are docked, or there's one that's leaving. There are a couple of others in the general vicinity, like they're maybe about to also dock with this station.
Should we hail him? See if we can dock?
Yeah, let's see if we can't get a docking place, a terminal, whatever they call it.
Oh, I got this.
Landing.
Berth.
Beep, beep,
They
beep.
call it a berth.
Try to call him.
Thank you.
Attention,
So
Station Zed, you've got a very important ship coming in. You happen to be seeing the Red Abbey 199er. We're coming in hot and steady. Requesting a place for this bad boy to land. Oh, sorry. Bad girl to park her rear. What do you say?
You receive an automated response that simply gives
it's a robot,
you
guys. It's a robot.
clearance and a location on which to dock.
Oh, did it. Works every time.
Should we maybe have a different ship name while we're here?
Can we do that? Isn't it? Aren't we red? And isn't it painted somewhere?
I don't know. Is it?
Do we have the name of
Just
our
the
ship
name
painted
of
on
the-
the side?
Is that what
I
you're
think you
saying?
have the name of the ship.
I think we probably have.
You are not smugglers, and you also did not say you took it off during your renovations. So
Okay, well,
that tracks. I think we'll be fine.
Maybe they can't read it. Maybe
who's gonna look
it's
out the
written in
window?
a language nobody knows from
Yeah.
this area.
non-Aslanti.
Packed worlds, common.
Yeah, good.
Or
Yeah.
something.
Good.
Great.
So you are going to follow the instructions you were given by the computer?
Yeah.
Yes. My doc as it
Alright.
commands me.
Your ship approaches, and you are able to dock. Pretty, it's normal. You've docked at space stations before. So this space station, Outpost Zed, it's much smaller than Absalom Station. That's the obvious space station you've docked at before. This is much smaller. I mean, it is not fancy, as you can sort of see from the art. It appears to be actually more industrial in origin. You dock at one of the docking arms, and yeah, you are docked.
Alrighty. And
Okay.
kind of make sure my pistol's good and loaded and tuck it in my back pocket. Let's see if we can't get us some good guns. Oh, and the way to get to the prison moon? Is that what we're here for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also need to see if we can hide our ship signature.
I hear that. Hmm.
And I will go to the bar to gather rumors and intel.
Wait a minute. Wait, we should.
Just-
Oh.
Hmm.
How much vermouth do you put in Intel?
How much of a talker are you when you're drinking?
Talking is the easy part. Getting the information,
How much information do you give out?
It depends on what I'm drinking.
I'm gonna go with him.
Are we
Okay.
we splitting up or we're staying together?
Hmm. Well, let's see what it's like out there first.
All right.
The new place. We'll see.
I think that we should stick together at first because this is unknown territory for us.
That's right.
Hmm. All right.
First question: can you see everything?
No.
No.
We can see
Just
a
the very
black
bottom.
square.
Well, at the very bottom, we're having this little arc
You should.
hallway.
Yeah, so you should be able to see.
I
I'm
cannot.
trying dynamic lighting
Woo!
and dynamic and advanced fog of war.
Hell yeah.
I can see nothing.
If
I
it
can't see anything either.
okay,
Scroll
who cannot
down.
see?
Scroll to the very
I
bottom.
have scrolled all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, I've zoomed out. I've got the whole thing before me.
There you go.
There's
I
nothing
centered
here.
you on yourself. Let me make sure you have.
Sight.
Oh, I see a blue circle.
Yeah, I thought I fixed that. Aha. Okay. Some of you don't have sight. I thought I had
There we
fixed
go.
that.
Turn on the
while ago.
eyes.
Sison
do
and
only
Yulia,
have one
you realized you had your eyes closed.
You're
I-
so
I
drunk you don't
closed.
realize that your eyes are closed. I'm
Bobber
blind,
It
is
guys.
happens.
supposed to have sight.
I only have
And
one eye.
can everybody else see things?
I can see things.
Yep.
Shardik?
Shardo, do you see everything?
No, I don't see anything.
Hmm.
Your eyes.
So
Everyone should
my
be able to
goggles on.
see. The ship's airlock doors open to a blast of hot, muggy air and the heavy scent of nickel. A nearby catwalk runs adjacent to a wall covered in thick pipes, both leading to a massive pair of automated doors that lead further into the station. Beings of all shapes and sizes move along other catwalks from their own vessels toward the entrance, conversing with each other in unfamiliar tongue. The sounds of scrabbling feet and other curious voices seem to echo from within the pipes. You see as an alien approaches this door, it opens, automated door, and then quickly closes behind them.
Okay, let's walk in and see where we're
Up
at.
to the door.
All right. You walk up to the door, which fails to open.
Hey, I knock on it. Do do do. Hey. Hey.
Is there a button? Is it a push instead of a pull?
Give me a perception check.
Murphy looks as well.
I feel like it isn't like a push instead of a pull situation.
You do not see a button.
What about Murphy? 28.
You still fail to cite any button. You do see a computer terminal to the right. So you see a computer terminal to the right, and there's obviously some kind of scanner above the door.
What's on the computer terminal?
Osman.
That would require a computer's check.
Ooh, I
Do
got
it.
it. I got it.
Well, Shardik,
Maybe.
I guess.
how does Charlotte type?
With his claws.
How do you type with bear claws?
It is fun to imagine a bear typing at a computer.
Mm.
All right.
I mean,
fingers.
I'm checking. Okay. So you are able to tell Shardik that this has a biosignature reader. The issue is that this computer system does not recognize any of you as inhabitant of the station. And it's not you specifically. It does not recognize any of your species as inhabitants of this station.
Hmm.
But are we just looking around at a bunch of random
The other
species
aliens.
from all
Well,
over?
we're a long way from the Pact World, friends.
Yeah.
In
And so
fact,
is
as
everybody
far
else
as you
here.
know, no Pact Worlds person has ever set foot on an Aslanti planet or space installation.
Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Do we... this may not work, but... That helmet, didn't it have a little thing in it that let us get into the Aslanti base? Can we try...
Yeah, because
Waving
you
that around?
recognized us as Atlantic. I don't think that will work here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure these people are diametrically
I don't know that you made the required check during that book, but you've had enough time that if anybody examined the technology and then also the helmet, you would realize that it required both the helmet and also essentially a person or potentially part of a person who was of Aslanti blood. So it actually required both of those things. This does not require. It does not seem to require any kind of physical token. It just, if you were one of the species that lives here, the door would open for you. You're not.
Can we make any kind of contact into the people there?
Like an
Comms
intercom
channel?
button.
Is there any kind of user interface, basically?
So there is no typical. I mean, no, there's not really a user. There's no door. No, there is a computer interface that Shardik was just typing on, and there are a couple of folks like on the catwalks, over here, just kind of milling about, hanging out around the ship. But there's no obvious way to communicate into the station from here.
So, can we see the other aliens? Like, are they in a different hallway from us? Is there, like, windows or anything like that?
No, so you are out sort of on a, just sort of in almost an entrance way that, people who have parked their ships, who have docked their ships, there are a couple of people just kind of milling about.
Okay, I go up to the nearest one.
You could walk over to them if you want to do that.
Yeah, I do. What does it look like? What does it look like?
It is I'm going to pick an alien. It actually looks very similar to a gorilla. Sort of standing on...
It's Winston.
Standing on two legs, but with these
there.
big, thick arms and kind of leaning over like this.
Oh, hey! It's Winston.
If one of you dies, you can be one of these.
Oh, cool. I'm Winston. Max out my jump skill. I go up and I start off in Aslanti, kind of figuring they're not going to speak any Pact Worlds languages. I'm like, hi, excuse me. We're kind of new here, and wondering how we get in the doors. If you happen to know, you seem like a smart fella, or smart. How do we get in?
So this person just kind of looks at you, and I'm reading this really quickly. If there's anything particularly interesting about them. Yeah, just looks at you and says in Aslanti, "Walk through the door."
We tried that, and it didn't work. Do you have any tips, tricks, any secondary suggestions?
Walk slower.
Okay. We'll try walking slower. Do you do business here? What do you kind of do around here? What's your job?
I'm just a crew member on a freighter.
Okay.
We're traveling through,
Okay.
hoping to buy supplies here.
All right. Well, I would love to do some trading potentially with you, but we can only really do it in there, So, maybe we could slide in with you if you're gonna go inside. Just kind of scoot alongside you, make a little bit of room.
Make a diplomacy check.
Ah. Let's see. 12.
This alien looks at you, and you hear just sort of a whistling sound. It is unclear to you what this whistling means exactly, but then the alien just turns and walks away and goes
Thanks.
back up the gangplank into its ship, and the airlock
Great.
closes.
So nobody is going in and out of these doors?
It's not super populated.
I come back to the doors and come back to the group, and then kind of shake my head, but then slowly walk toward the door, approach the door as slowly as I possibly can to try to walk through it.
Okay, the door does not open.
As that's happening, Ozzy says, "All right, I'm gonna hack this computer. Come on, Shark, let's hack this computer."
All right, finally.
Can I stand in front of him or
Finally,
something?
I can hack something. Yeah, can we
I
run
guess I'm the
distractions?
mayor. Can I stand in front of Ozzy?
All right, I'll help.
How are you planning to program the information into the computer?
Going to. I think that our best choice of action would just be to find what the scanner read last time, find whatever it's matching it to, and then basically do a copy and paste job so that it recognizes us as acceptable people.
So that's kind of, so you've kind of, Sharda kind of did that already. That's how he well, he didn't do the copy pasting, but he has found that, sort of the cache of what was scanned. I mean, it is actively scanning each of you approach it, and it's going, meh, we don't know these things. These must not be people, essentially, residents.
Right, I want to tell the computer, yes, you do know us.
So what information are you providing to the computer, I guess, is what I'm...
Well, whatever it scanned for us last time, just add that to the list of...
Just add that to the
acceptable
accepted,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Give me
Or
a computer's check.
Alternatively, you could tell it to open for everything that's not a person and close for everything that is.
That's a bad idea.
Then somebody come and fix it.
Lock everyone in.
Except for just stay open unless somebody approaches it, and then close in front of them.
So Ozzy, was that the hacking check, or is that?
No, that was the help. I'm going to do the hacking check. And I rolled lower.
Alrighty, a 22. I think beats the DC. Sure
So
does.
whitelist us basically is what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
You are able to do that. You're able to import over. And it occurs to you that just on this one little space station, each of you is the archetypical specimen of your species. You're the most average
The
or the
epitome.
most perfect uplifted bear in existence, at least to this computer. Okay, now I think I know how to do this.
We're about
I
right.
go on to the dynamic lighting, and I select the bar and delete it.
All Kasathas have like an elevated blood alcohol content.
Oh.
It's just a part of their blood.
So the door opens, and you should be able to see into this big
Yeah.
room, about which I will now read. A1, of course it's A1. Many beings bustle through this large. Well, actually, no. The first thing you notice is that it is very warm in here. Uncomfortably warm. It's
Oof.
like 85 degrees.
Oh.
Second thing you notice is that it is also very humid. It's like 85% humidity.
This
in
place
here.
is the worst.
Shardik, in particular, you are probably really miserable. You are a bear.
Most of us are pretty furry. Like,
Yeah, but cats actually are. They have a very high internal temperature, like higher than humans.
Well, he's not a cat. He's
Hmm.
He's
Like
Patra.
alien race.
yeah,
a patra,
He's not a cat.
but I'm cat.
The third thing that you notice is that it's really dim. It's
Good thing I got my special goggles.
it is mechanically, this is low light.
Hmm.
Or dim light, sorry.
Good thing.
Also, if the floor happened to be laid out in a grid, we can only apparently stand on the intersections.
I think the grid got moved just
Oh
a wee
god
bit.
damn it.
I think if you undo a minute,
I spent so much
trying to line
getting
it up.
like hours getting this thing. There we go. Okay. Now Murphy.
Yeah,
move
I'll
back,
move
because
myself back.
I am not finished expositing. Then you can explore.
Cool.
Many beings bustle through this large portion of the station. A lowered segment of the floor in the center of the room, 15 feet deep, contains the remnants of some kind of machinery. Gears, containers, and pipes are scattered everywhere, no longer connected to anything that would make them functional. Large doors exit to the west and south, and a trio of short corridors lead east. So there is a door here. You should be able to see it, but there's a
Yep.
door there. And then obviously the door to the south you just came in.
Is there a railing around this 15-foot drop or no?
No, you could jump down if you would like to.
So, right.
You could also fall down
Wilhelm screams.
if you did not intend
Uh,
to.
And there's nobody else here?
No. There are people. So there
Okay,
are not
there are people.
tokens for all of like everywhere here, unless I say so. There are
Okay.
random aliens milling.
Okay.
mhm.
Most of them are medium or smaller. Actually, looking around, you don't see anything as big as Shardik. Shardik immediately gets a couple of weird looks.
You big.
Because
He's like
yeah,
Chewbacca.
you're big, and most things are at least medium, maybe small. Actually, the most predominant.
Huh.
uh,
Are they
guys.
races that we
Size here.
recognize?
Maybe a couple. Mostly you don't recognize them. You can give me a culture check if you want.
Murphy will do a culture.
Oh,
Or actually, I think a life sciences would be more appropriate.
I'm gonna do life sciences.
Murphy will not do a life science. You know shit.
I'm not trained in it, but I can see what I
Um,
get. Maybe I happen to know something. Nope, I've never seen any of these races.
So
Not even the ones you recognize.
yeah,
even the
so
ones in your party.
That's right.
so there are not hundreds of people. You know, when it says many people, it's like a few dozen in this room. I mean, obviously this room is large. You can sort of zoom out and tell the space station is quite large, compared to like even the settlement of Magellan's Landing. But it's not space station big. It's not Absalom Station. So there are a few dozen folks in this, or beings perhaps, in this part of the station, and maybe you see one that is a species not common in the packed worlds, but that you would see occasionally. A witch weird would be a really good example. Like, you have seen witch weirds before, and you see a witch weird over on the other side of this very large room. That's about it, though. This seems to be mostly a meeting place. People are walking through here from the east side, and then they go through these doors here. There are a lot of people just sort of mingling, talking, appearing to be occasionally carrying out some kind of transaction, either trading or somebody specifically buying something. Yeah.
Is there signage like this way to the whatever, this way to...
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
There is a sign up. It's actually up here, and it is written in a language you don't understand.
But what?
But you don't understand it because you don't know Atlanti.
No, I do now.
Oh, you took it? Okay.
Picked up a rank.
It says refining.
And that was over which door?
It's not over a door.
Oh.
It's on the north wall.
Oh, on the north wall. Refining.
I think we're aboard a stolen space station.
A stolen space station?
Maybe a mining, X mining operation station.
Yeah, potentially.
They were refining ore here, but I don't know, I guess. Who knows?
Alright, which way, Captain? Left or right?
Actually, I'd like to put this theory to the test. Would, if the machinery down in this pit were still operational, or even still whole, would it even remotely resemble something used to refine ore?
Make an engineering check. 22. Yeah, this looks like it is ore refining equipment, or pieces of it at least.
That's so cool. I wonder who stole it.
I guess we want to take a look at what's behind the doors. Well, if we can open them.
Go up to the door.
I'm gonna walk over here. Do these doors open?
Where are you?
On the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the same doors. Yes, this door slides open. And I'm attempting to delete the wall. There we go.
Oh, colorful tables. That looks like guards on that table.
Murphy's eyes light up.
Is that
The
actually
temperature
guards?
in this... Do you walk inside? The temperature in this room plummets compared to the rest of the station. Machinery once lined the western wall here, but it has since been stripped away, leaving only holes and bits of metal embedded in the wall. A series of raised platforms have been repurposed into tables with makeshift stools pushed near them. A dented metal grate covers a large portion of the floor. A door exits to the east, and a short ramp to the south leads into another chamber. You notice a number of aliens just sort of milling about, sitting at tables throughout this room. It is, as mentioned, very cool. It's it's maybe 60 degrees in this room. Maybe 62.
Big change.
Wow, this room is perfect.
Quite cool. And there are people sitting at a couple of the tables drinking or eating.
Dyson, that's you.
We found our bar.
Yeah, approach a little bit, kind of see what's on the tables. And just like perusing around, see what people got on the tables.
Yeah, so at this table over here, just appears to be some kind of like equipment. There's someone sitting at that table. It seems like it's maybe their equipment. This one over here, so there is an alien sitting at it who looks like this. This chitinous humanoid sits forlornly by. Gauzy black veils are draped over. Dips the baleen hanging from his appendages into a plastic container holding a cloudy red substance. Ploosh.
Ploosh.
Yep. Occasionally, he dips.
So this looks more like a restaurant than, say, a marketplace.
Yeah, this is not a marketplace.
Well,
We can try again elsewhere if you want.
yeah. I go up to the weird-looking alien. I guess we're all kind of weird-looking aliens. And I
Make
say,
me a life sciences check.
"Oh, me? I'm not. I can't even. Not even a little bit.
Okay, you're not trained. Okay.
No.
Alrighty. So, what would you like to do?
Just come up to him and say, "You look like someone who knows where there's some guns around here."
What language do you say that in?
Aslanti.
Okay. He looks at you, looks you up and down, and I'm actually going to make a check here. He responds,
And eats you.
but so it's really quiet. He has a device that appears to be where most of his voice, where his sort of audio is coming from. And it's very staticky. So he looks at you and just says,
I did not hear that in real life.
"Okay,
IRL.
that is in character. You didn't understand what he said."
Oh. Well, do you need help
Are
with
you
that?
Are you trained in medicine?
I believe I am. I took some training. Yes, I am.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. 15.
And actually make a culture check for.
Culture 22.
Very good. You can tell that. So one, this is a Rykrichi,
Ah.
which is, it's actually, this is one of the species that the Pact Worlders, would be familiar with. There are Rykrichi in the Pact World.
Okay.
They are actually an aquatic species, at least on their home planet. They're crustaceans. I mean, in the same way that you're a cat, he's a crustacean. They can live just fine on land, but he has baleen, and that's why he has this device. It's very common for them to have a device to amplify their voice, because they were, they evolved to live underwater, and they're not underwater. You can also tell that he is very sick. His shell, you notice, is in some places cracked, in some places missing, in some places peeling off. And you have maybe met Rykrichi before or read something about them. You know that the gauzy black veils he's wearing on his arms indicate that he is diseased, that he is very sick. If you were a Rykrichi, you would not want to touch him. Luckily, you are not.
This one's looking pretty bad. I come back to the captain and say, we could probably use a friend who knows what the hell's going on here. I have some medicine that I got from the Aslanti compound still in my pack. I want to try to fix this guy up, see if we can't, make a friend.
If you think that's what you should do, then I will support that.
Well, I'm trying this whole consulting people before doing things, just trying to get some feedback, some positive, negative reinforcement. So just, whatever you think would be a good idea, I'll listen. Let's see. It's a disease. I don't really have. I don't know if I can treat a disease necessarily, though. I have antitoxin, but that's for poison, an analgesic, a sedative, make them relaxed, numb the pain and make them relaxed. But I don't know if that will help with the disease.
So, would you say that this is a condition?
Being diseased.
So, I mean, he has a disease. Part of diseases, conditions are part of diseases.
I mean, because I have removed lesser condition.
Okay, what does that spell do?
Good shot.
It is. Let's see. The DC. It looks like. Removes shaken, sickened, or staggered if the condition is a result of a disease or another ongoing effect. Oh, why is it scrolling? The spell renews the condition but does not cure the disease or ongoing effect in the target. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
because
not
remove
true.
disease is a different, higher level
Different
spell.
thing.
Murphy and Ozzy, I want you to make perception checks for me. Watch this.
All right. Perception. 26. What do I see?
Murphy, you see that there are actually what look like large mosquitoes on his back, feeding on him. There are 2-3 of them.
I kind of look around and kind of point. Do you want us to do something? I don't pull it out, but I gesture to my laser pistol. Like we could
There's a solution for everything.
He looks at you and just sort of looks back at the bugs and kind of shakes his shoulders a little bit, and they don't leave.
Well,
Leeches.
call me.
What if?
Well, hold on. This might be a medical procedure with which we are not familiar. Listen, would you like us to treat you? I happen to be pretty good at medicine myself, and I have a medicine kit with me.
There you go.
He nods.
Well, all right. Let's. Is there a private place we can go? I'm sure you don't want to be treated kind of in the middle of this restaurant.
He says something to you, and you can maybe make out that he says something about cool. Yeah.
Cool.
So Ozzy, the bugs are still like sitting on him. They're like proboscises are just they're stuck into him.
Mm.
You think it's probably going to be difficult to treat him with these things standing. They're about the size of a fist.
Listen, what are these? Are these bothering you? Do you want? We can get rid of them, but please speak.
He just sort of swats at one ineffectually and tries to say something, but again, it's drowned out by the static coming from his voice amplifier.
I get out my survival knife and kind of covertly, just go and try to go toward one of it and just sever the proboscis and see if I can't.
Make an attack roll with your thing, with your knife.
17.
17. Okay. You do 2 damage to this thing.
Uh-huh.
It sort of reels back, and then all 3 of them sort of withdraw their tongues and then fly away.
Nope.
You can make a perception check if you want.
Sure. Let's see where these
Murphy.
bastards are going. 21.
So they fly this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of go into pipes. So there are pipes. Actually, this is true of everywhere you have, well, both rooms you have been in so far in the station. There are pipes along the walls. They're about 3 feet wide, and they just sort of fly into these 3-foot wide pipes and disappear into the pipes.
They weren't sentient. Some secret culture we don't know about. Mosquito people.
Yeah, what about the one that I damaged? Did it fly away as well?
Yes.
Just hurt. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, well, I think that'll help. Let's see if we can't work some magic on him.
Yeah. You want to help me out, Nurse Murphy?
Sure. Sure.
Nerfy? For short?
That's where I draw the line. I will assist in my medicine check.
Okay.
Which I think is a 10?
I think it's a 15.
Assist?
I thought it was a 10, but so a 27 is gonna give him, what is it, his hit dice or
Well, it
his level?
depends if
I don't know what it does to NPCs.
if I'm using first aid, then not first aid. If I'm using treat deadly wounds, then I restore 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature I'm treating. If I succeed, but I was aiming to treat disease first, since you said that he was
Okay, yes.
diseased.
Okay, so that gives him a bonus on his next fort save.
Does he
With
make
your
one?
medicine, as you're treating him, you identify the disease as Rykrichi shell rot.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
And mechanically, you can tell, one, he actually succeeded his last save, so he's kind of doing a little better than he was. But also, it's 1 save a week, so
Oof.
he's gonna need a week to actually get better. But when
he does, he'll have a +4.
+4, which is great.
All right. Now I'd like to treat his deadly wounds.
Okay.
Can I
And a
aid another again?
26.
I'll aid that again.
Local dream team.
So he gets.
At the risk of terrible images, I googled shell rot.
All
Ooh.
right.
Why?
Oh no.
With the
Why?
basic med kit, the DC for treat deadly wounds is 25, and if I beat that by 5 or more, then he adds my intelligence modifier to the amount heal.
Okay, so you got 28.
Not quite.
Yeah. So, but you're able to sort of bind up a couple of his wounds. Actually, more you're sort of covering up the parts of the shell that are the areas where the shell is completely gone. And he seems to be in a little bit less pain. And he, you can tell he's thanking you, but again, you can't really understand it.
Can we
It's essentially a whisper trying to get through static.
can we fix his voice box?
Yeah, do you mind if we'll amplify that, boost the power a bit?
He just pulls his voice box off and hands it to you.
All right, making an engineering check.
Yep. 26 is double what you needed. Well, not double. It's 8 more than what you needed. So yeah, you're able to pretty easily tinker with the voice box, increase the volume, and it was a little screwed up. Maybe the humidity in here. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Humidity here would be great. Maybe it's the temperature. You're not really sure. But you're able to fix it up in about 15-20 minutes of working with it. You give it back to him, and now you can actually understand him.
I swear to try you, and I fixed more voice boxes this month than I have my entire life prior.
Yeah, we're big on the voice box. We should open a shop or something. I'm sure there's a lot of creatures across there that could use it.
And he says to you in common, "Thank you."
Oh. Cool.
Or friend.
It is a miserable existence, but thank you for your help.
How did you end up all the way out here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is that opening up a can of worms? I guess I'll find out.
Ooh, yeah, use the bugs thing.
He looks at you and says, "My reasons for being here are my own.
Fair.
Alright.
I won't ask why you're here, bunch of packed worlders. I won't ask why I'm...
We're just here to rescue our friend, but go ahead.
Do you come here often?
You coming on to this bug?
He looks around and says, "My broken shell prefers the cold."
Okay.
Yeah, humidity is nasty stuff on open wounds.
Yep.
Well, did you want to know where stuff was, Murphy?
Oh yeah. Guns? Question mark? Weapons? Also, what the fuck's going on? That's how those bugs go into the pipe. Is this station infected?
They come from the pipes. And he points to the north. I can barely move as it is, and if I left here, it'd be miserable. So I'm close enough to food. I can make my way, and he points this direction. I can make my way to the food, and I can sit in relative comfort, but they're a torment. Guns are gonna be... They're gonna be... go through the door, and then continue forward, and then to the left, and then go through the next door.
Alright, through there to the left, next door. Got it. Yep.
I wouldn't expect many to speak your language, though. And only maybe 6 and 12 speak as...
Oh. Maybe.
Is there like a more
communicate.
common language that is spoken around here?
A pigeon?
He shakes his head.
We'll have to make do. We definitely need some more guns. Do you happen to know where those pipes lead to if we decide to investigate where these bugs are going? I mean, the flies, not bugs like you.
There are... He squints. I'm not a bug.
Oh, sorry. I didn't... Sorry.
The inside almost of the station is rooms and entire areas where smaller folk and creatures such as that live. It could be almost anything. I have no desire to crawl through small pipes to discover it, but there are those who prefer the the solitude of the pipes.
Huh.
Well, we didn't really come here to be exterminators for insects.
Yeah. One last thing. Well, it might not be the last thing, but and one more thing. Do you know any? We're looking to get some work on our ship done. So, do you know anyone who might be able to, do that for the right price?
He sort of squints at and says, "Not that I can think of offhand."
Wait, what was that? Who was that person we're supposed to find?
Yeah, I forgot their name too.
It was 2 syllables.
I even spelled it for you.
Huh?
It's also called the Volunteer's Dilemma.
So nobody wrote it down either time I gave.
We all thought the other person was going to.
You have to point to someone and say you.
You
Write it
write
down.
this down now.
Her name is Talmarin.
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 See, 2 syllables.
Oi, where's Talmarin? Just ask the Rick Richie.
Do you know someone named Talmarin?
He says she lives here
Oh, so she's
in the pipes, I think, but I don't know where.
Oh.
She moves constantly.
What was I saying about sentient?
Well, that's really not enough information to go on. We can't just go into the pipes and happen upon her, I don't think.
And you can see he sort of maybe nods off or something. His eyes close and he sort of looks down.
Oh,
Is he still alive?
you alright?
Somebody could make a medicine check.
Yep, checking. Hey, don't pass out on us now. Oi, 26. I feel for a pulse or whatever.
Murphy, you would think maybe blood loss.
Oh, need to get
He's
like
not dead. He's not really
lie him
dead.
down or something.
He's kind of in a bad way.
Oof. Should we take him back to the ship or something? Like lay him down?
I mean,
Oh,
We gotta keep him
don't-
cool.
We don't have a
That's
medical
true.
bay either.
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make
Do we
it.
have a freezer?
Whoa.
That's all I know about keeping shellfish.
I mean,
from
you
being dead.
do, but it has your food in it.
Oh.
Might give them the wrong idea.
I mean, he would probably be best back on his home planet, whatever.
Yeah.
Assuming that, assuming he came from that place, he could have been born on the station. I don't know.
Well, someone with medicine could stay here and perform long-term stability on him. Basically, they make a medicine check every hour to make sure that he doesn't die in his sleep.
I'm not trained in medicine. So that would be up to one of y'all.
I also cannot do medicine. I would not trust it myself with it.
None of us have to stay, but
That's true. We could just let the gods sort him out.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to, we fixed his voice box. Maybe get him some water? Like, oh wait, there's like a food thing down here, right? Murphy goes jaunting off in that direction. And I go into this room.
Sure is.
Yeah, what's over here?
Don't run off by yourself.
Oh, that's a cool thing. It does the dynamic lighting, but then it also like grays out the areas that you've seen but don't currently see.
Yep.
that's right.
So that's real cool. It's a new thing. What's in here?
A ramp leads down from the north to a pair of huge blinking machines. Abandoned bins have been shoved into the western half of the chamber, their insides still crusted with solidified rivulets of metal. A large cluster of pipes juts from the wall 5 feet above the ground next to the bins. The two machines have lights that just sort of blink in, blink out. Blink in, blink out.
I go up to one.
It's a lamp.
So you inspecting the machine, you discover that it is a food dispensing machine. In Aslanti, it has the following meals, which cost 6 credits. So the names are in Aslanti, and they don't really translate. Like, try translating macaroni from Italian into English. You say it macaroni. So a rough translation, the rough translations are crushed succulent paste, fermented meat honey, jellied skin fungus, tar whale polyps, and tongue and eye fish. There is also one marked water.
Hey, I know what one of those is.
I look.
The water is free. The food is 3 credits per serving.
Okay.
3 or 6.
I press the water as many times as I can.
Okay, it sprays out some water.
Like, is there no vessel? Like, no cup comes down, just the water?
No, there's no cup. You apparently have to bring your own.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Not very happy at this point. Do we have any cups? Get him some water.
You notice that the water tastes like soap.
It's still better than no water.
I guess, but fuck. Do we want to... These carts over here, do they look like they can move? You said they were kind of molten slag on them, but like I try to push one. Does it move at all?
Give me a strength check.
Hey. Oh, Murphin, great at this. 16? It's with a -1.
Yeah, I mean, you can. They are movable, but they're very heavy. They have, well, not molten. They have metal in them, so they're quite heavy. But you could move them.
I was thinking you could fill this with water maybe and bring it over to him. Would that work? It'll be even heavier with the water. I don't think that's gonna work. Never mind.
Anybody who has food supplies would have a
anybody?
canteen or a cup or something. It's whether you would bring it with you when you leave the ship going onto a space station. I don't know.
Murphy doesn't have any cups.
I have an idea.
What?
Well, first, I think that we should ask the obvious question. Are there any cups on the table?
Yeah, if we go back, there are cups in
Yes, he has a cup on his table.
I'm gonna pick up his cup.
I'll also do the rescue.
And it's an interestingly shaped cup. It's almost more of a bowl. It's not totally round. It's more like it looks like maybe he sort of immerses the bottom half of his face in it instead of that. So it's pretty big.
Actually, This was the one with the cloudy red liquid in it.
Yeah, he's so that's not what he gave you, but yes, he does have those. He dipping his baleen in it.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
identify that substance?
In those vessels. Identify what?
The red stuff?
You could make a life science check.
My money's on fermented meat honey.
Could I make, even if I'm not trained?
No.
Okay. I cannot make a life sciences check then. This is not my area of expertise.
I used to, but I forgot how.
Ooh.
I can do a life science. Yeah.
None of this is my area of expertise.
Okay. A 25. It looks like actually when he's doing that, he's not eating, he's keeping it moist. And the red is probably, so it's like, it's not his mouth, it's his appendages. And so he seems to be keeping them moist, and it's probably, I mean, it's his equivalent of moisturizer. Except apparently it's very important. I mean, moisturizer if you were a fish or a crab.
But does he want salt water or fresh water?
To drink,
Or
he
to
will fresh water.
Okay.
I have a question. You were talking in present tense. Does that mean that he's no longer unconscious?
No.
Still.
That was what he was doing. Yeah, no, without life science check, you would know, Shardik, that he would want that they would drink fresh water. They are freshwater crustaceans. I say without looking at the book entry on Rikrichi. I don't know if it specifically says that they're from the ocean of their world, but no, freshwater.
For convenience
Maybe,
sake.
perhaps it doesn't matter.
Oh, just water is water.
Perhaps salt, the salt content of the water does not. I don't know.
Well, whatever. I fill up the bowl. I take it back.
Maybe just give some kidney stones.
You give him a nice fresh bowl. He is still apparently unconscious.
Just don't,
We put his unconscious face.
We'll
in
put
the
his
bowl
put his
of water.
hands in there. Put his hands in there.
That doesn't look good, but
Put his hands in there. Like take his hands and dip in the water.
would I happen to know what the proper medical procedure for this is?
What are you trying to do specifically?
I guess wake him up.
That would be a medicine check to try and figure out what to do to wake him up.
Murphy will do that. How do I get this asshole up? 20.
Yeah, I mean, you could shake him. You could give him some kind of a stimulant. But neither of those are particularly advisable, given that he is unconscious due to injury.
I mean,
Yeah, shit. You know what? I'll stay. I'll make sure he wakes up again. Listen, find me some kind of long arm, and also buy me an advanced med kit if you happen to find one.
okay.
We can always send Bobbert with us.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I can see what's happening for a very long way, so I'll be able to keep up to date with him.
Yeah.
Can
Send
you
Bobby
send
with us.
messages through Bobbert?
That I'm not sure about.
Does he have like a intercom thing?
Well, how about
If it's
place
not
on the floor for yes and once for no?
Yeah, no, sure, yeah, you can integrate. Unless it's an add-on,
I know that we
personal comms are so cheap that I don't see why not. Unless it is specifically a thing you have to take, but no.
I will check
Also,
real quick.
you all have personal comm units.
Oh yeah, that's right.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, no problem. I'll just keep.
Dial
use
him
my-
up on the phone.
I'll use my camera to keep an eye on Robert. And,
Hit me up on my cell.
But also I deleted Bobbert's token because I thought that it might speed things up. Because Roll20 is being
Oh, slow.
Yes,
slow.
it's going to be very slow because of fancy.
fancy stuff. So
When
yeah,
I-
if you could bring him back, that would be a huge help.
Here is Boberto.
Boberto.
Oh, I think I put him on the wrong. I put him in the G. Sorry,
Boberto's
Bobbert.
invisible.
Stealth so well.
You do not get to see all the secrets. Luckily,
Wait.
Bobbert saw all the secrets, but cannot tell you because
Oh.
Bobbert's a robot.
I've seen all the secrets of
it
the
is-
universe, but I cannot speak.
It is at this point that the bugs come back.
What?
Um,
Laser.
and they approach quickly and then stab their tongues into his back again
What?
and seem to be happily drinking.
All right.
get-
All right.
Get the fuck off of him.
You know what?
Leap
Tried your
off.
little knife. Why don't I try my big sword? Show him a real blade.
Okay.
We swarm
Um,
to attack the bugs.
I will let you get one attack. So a
Oh.
13 I think is gonna hit. I think that might be pretty close to their AC.
13 versus KAC.
You're all on top of each other.
Yeah. And so Ozzy whacks one of them with his baton and then they all fly.
Oh, looks like we're gonna be doing that until we come back.
Trying circuits. I'm gonna be so busy.
Yep. Well, just maybe if you can try to seal up the pipes, you know, put something over those pipes, keep them coming back.
Try to find some insect spray.
Maybe throw a grenade down there. Who knows?
I don't think that's a good idea.
All right, fine.
Yeah, that's a really bad idea.
All right, never
On a
mind.
space station, you can't just
Just-
throw grenades in random
Just
places.
brainstorming, just throwing out ideas, just trying to come up with something. Brainstorming here. It's a collaborative process.
All right. So every hour, I'm gonna have to make a medicine check to make sure he does not die in his sleep.
Okay. I mean, he is not mechanically dying.
Mm,
You don't
okay.
have to do that. He is very sick.
All right. In that case, do any of the tables have like tablecloths?
No, they're like raised pieces of metal.
Oh well. Oh well. I'll just stay here and I'll whack them when they come close.
Okay. Alrighty, so everyone else is doing what?
Heading
Also,
over to the side.
I need Bobbert vision.
Oh,
Bobbert Vision.
Bobby Vision.
He's got Bobbert Vision.
My Bobbert vision gets the best of me.
Oh, right. I am on the wrong layer.
These hallways look really narrow.
Oh, you might have to squeeze, Bearman. With it being so hot and you being so sweaty, that should be easy.
Okay, I'll squeeze through. And if I end up stuck like that Winnie the Pooh guy, I'm
That will
So-
be hilarious.
Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
That one Winnie
Um,
the Pooh guy. Winnie the Pooh himself.
The Pooh himself.
Let me read you about this room. That is room A4. Metal tracks, now worn smooth by constant foot traffic, run the length of this corridor and through a heavy metal door that has been propped open to the north. Also, the creatures return again.
What? Oh, where Ozzy is?
Yep.
Bzzz.
Buzz off. I'm just gonna keep whacking them.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Okay. So you whack one for 1 damage. This time it retaliates.
Oh
no.
shit.
Um,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh,
It's
Scanias.
gonna. Let's see. Oh, incidentally, you should have been rolling. Roll me a 20. Roll me a D100. You have a 21, or do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Okay, never mind. You don't have a mischance. Because remember, this is dim lighting, so
Yeah.
anyone without dark vision has a 20% mischance. Okay, so it just like whips its tongue past you and misses, and then they run away.
You're getting bold. Is this
We're
a hint,
desperate.
Patrick?
This isn't anything. They're getting annoyed at you.
All right.
Grenade.
Don't throw a grenade on a ship. I mean, I guess in this part it's fine. Whatever.
Hey, what do the other people do when the
now-
bugs come out? Like the other people in that room,
Now
right?
I need Shardik, Zeiss, and Yulia Bobbert to make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Hey.
no.
Oh boy. 19. Guess
Less
I'm-
than 19.
Well, we're just down a different hallway. The echoes don't echo as well.
What do I see?
1 second. I need to do a. Okay, your results. Oh, okay. What are the rules for skill check ties in Starfinder? Pop quiz, cause it matters.
Is it a opposed
I-
stealth check?
Think the stealth check wins.
Oh, thinking you stealth, hide. Reaction. Plenty of checks using a success. Okay, a creature that fails the perception check. Creature that succeeds the opposed skill check. Opposed skill check.
Yeah, I think the stealth check beats the perception. Also, because it's more fun since you all. So you notice as you enter this hallway, that.
The DC is determined by the stealth check of the creature.
So that's a success.
That's how I read it.
Okay.
That's for searching, which
Opposed
is the
skill
same
check.
thing. Notice a creature using stealth opposed by stealth.
One on opposed skill checks that says one creature attempts a skill check to try to accomplish some action or task, while another creature attempts its own skill check to determine the DC. The first creature must meet or succeed to accomplish its goal. So I think the stealth wins in this case because
Okay.
they're trying to accomplish something. The other creature sets the DC.
All right.
So the
Oh, we
DC
set
was
the DC?
yeah, the DC was 19 basically
DC
for their
was
stealth
19.
check.
Which means that Murphy is the only person who acts in the prize round.
Ah,
At 3 creatures. These sort of like lizardy looking creatures
Oh,
carrying staffs.
Oh, fuck.
They look like, do I
these
have
motherfuckers.
art?
Lizardkin or whatever.
I know.
I
These
sure
guys.
do have the art. They look
Yeah.
like that. And they move to attack you, and that's what we'll do next week.
Is there
Woo!
anybody around
Nice.
us?
No, actually, this hallway is pretty empty.
Oh,
This is
boy.
like the alley
They
or
seem
something.
to have chosen a moment to strike.
Can Can we launch a nuke at him?
You would also die.
Everything in the station would
40
die.
damage.
Alrighty.
They may look intimidating holding their one staff, but can they hold two staffs at the same time?
No, they cannot. They only have two hands.
You think you're hot shit? With your one staff. Try my two staves.
Can miss you twice as fast.
Aw.
And actually, I will give this to you, Zyson. As they approach, you can feel their attunement beginning as they
Ooh.
begin to
Oh.
attune to graviton.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Finding a bunch of fucking Solarians.
They're stealing your thunder.
They're the bad Solarians. To fight them. Well, cool. We'll see if we survive these. Well, I know it there, but I'm not gonna say it. Survive these staff-wielding Solarians next time on Really Playing Games Starfinder against the Aeon Throne. Staff twirl. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.